Canadian TV show is about to hit the big 700 episode mark. So which is it? Is it Murdoch Mysteries? Is it, Family Feud Canada? Maybe it's Big Al's Cartoon Capers Ranch Party? Find out now on Brio TV, the podcast. Hi there. Thanks for joining me. I'm your host, Bill Brio, and welcome to this celebration of the 700th episode of a Canadian TV show. Yeah, and look, The Simpsons, they're up around 800 now in the States. In Canada, The Beachcombers, going way back, they got up around 387. Murdoch Mysteries in its 19th season is around 330. What's at 700? Well, none other than Canada's longest running comedy sketch series, and that would be This Hour Has 22 Minutes. That's airing on Tuesday and also streaming on CBC Gem. And look, the guys at PR Publicity Promotion, Jonathan and John, they sent a box full of party stuff to celebrate. We got this hat, this toque. It's got a little tiny 22-minute logo on it. My kids won't even recognize me. They sent party snacks, Canadian hickory sticks, and cheesies. What more do you want if you're partying in Canada watching the 700th episode and 700 episode playing cards with the cast members from the series right on the cards? You got Trent, you got Abba, you got our friend Mark Critch eating some cheesies. So I have two other cast members. They're coming up next. They are Stacey McGunnigle and Chris Wilson. Here, of course, with Stacey McGunnigle and Chris Wilson, and they're, of course, part of the front five on This Hour Has 22 Minutes, which is marking its 700th episode. Of course, joined, as always, by Mark Critch, Trent, McClellan, and Amuquandoh, and occasionally Greg Toomey, and even Mark McKinney as Mark Carney.
Yes.
Very funny, that character. He's got it pretty good. So first up, just how staggering is it to be part of something that has lasted 700 episodes, 33 years? Does it sink in what you're part of?
I mean, it's pretty incredible. You know, I think it speaks volumes to the show week after week, like wanting to reflect what's going on in the world. And it's been such an incredible place to work it's crazy.
It's cool to, watch it as a kid, and that it has been on that long that I was only like 6 years old when it had its first episode. So that is kind of cool to be a part of it now. 700 episodes later is all on our whole lives almost. It's cool.
Yeah. It's amazing. I mean, you guys have had careers before this show, of course, in comedy and paid dues and performed on top level things like Just for Laughs and Air Farce. So must be pretty good. You know, it is great that Canada has this now, right? There's so much going on in the world. To have a political satire show is essential viewing. People love it. There's ratings are up this year, right?
Oh yeah, it's been incredible. I mean, Chris and I, when we're walking around Halifax and we see younger audience members, the youth, as I say, come up to us and go we love you. We love the show. Oh my God. I mean, it really feels like we're really reaching new audiences all the times, which is, we do not take for granted. Yeah. And I think, being a sketch comedian and coming from comedy, you don't really think you'll be able to do sketch as you get into the industry. So to be doing the thing that you've trained so long for is, it's very special.
Yeah. And it's cool, that, it's been viewed a lot more and the ratings are getting better on television too. And it's neat to see the rise of social media and TikTok and all that, and how the shows embrace that, and how that has pushed the show into its 33rd season. It's cool that new technologies, new things come out that we can keep reinventing for, which is and finding new audience. So that's awesome.
Yeah. I mean, those younger viewers you run into, that's where they're watching, really, I guess, is TikTok and on the YouTube, and seeing the show. And just as people, that's now how we consume late night talk shows, Jimmy Kimmel or Colbert.
I'm watching them all on YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
Every day. Yeah.
Yeah. It's the way to watch. We're all doing it. And let's talk a bit about what's right in front of you last night. And just to let people know, we did talk yesterday. I screwed up, didn't record it. So, anyway, thank you both for joining me again.
It'll still be fresh and it'll still feel brand new.
Oh, thanks. It still feels new.
Me too. Yeah. Yeah, my mistakes never get old. But the thing we talked about is, and last night you watched it, I presume, the State of the Union address in the U.S. So literally fodder. Someone went to this at trouble and expense for you to make fun of last night on television. And do you immediately talk to writers? Do you huddle the next morning, this morning? How does it evolve when you pick something like that apart and look at it for fodder for your show?
Well, yesterday when we were talking, our beautiful conversation that will remain with us for the rest of all time, it was our writing day yesterday. And so today, as we're talking, we just finished our table read, and the wonderfully talented Mark Critch, you best believe, had the State of the Union ready to go on the table. So it was very, very funny. But it just shows how quickly that turnaround was, because it ended, when did that end? Like 10 or something? I can't remember.
I gave up.
At Halifax time, it was definitely around 11.
Yeah, so then it's like that's written and parodied at 11 a.m. our time on the table, ready to go. So, he certainly makes it easy and also sad and hard. Yes. It's like, how do you parody the worst thing imaginable? That's kind of the comedy thing, is you take the thing that happened and like make it extreme. So it's, Mark walks that very fine line very well.
He does. It's he's got a great Trump, and it's really going over in the States, isn't it? It's making people have noticed, and it's hard because a lot of people are doing Trump, but he has. I love when he went to Greenland. I thought that was hilarious. Yeah, very, very.
That was incredible. I mean, that was crazy.
I know. So, but for you, Stacey, doing all these great targets, Pam Bondi, and we talked about the Nomi and Karoline Leavitt. Oh my goodness, it's like served on a platter for you, I imagine, in a way.
Well, I feel really, it's really fun to play very evil women, and I feel like the political landscape is so male dominated that it's nice to have some characters come into the mix. And they are liars and they refuse to admit the truth. So it is really fun to be so bold and lie and be quite evil. And it's really a thrill, an unfortunate thrill because they're terrible, but it is a thrill nonetheless. Yes.
Are there evil political women in Canada that you love to play?
There's tons, and I'm always looking to uncover them. No, Daniel Smith's been super fun too, and Christopher Phelan's been so kind and like so down for a laugh when I've played her too. So that feels so fun, but it's especially in this political climate, to kind of get my footing in there and kind of give a different perspective is great.
Yeah, no kidding. And Chris, you have the fun of mocking both you Justin Trudeau, you had a lot of fun with, and Pierre Poilievre. You're working both sides of the political fence. And just talk about that great story about the recent press gallery, Parliament Hill gathering, where you actually did a sketch with the real Poilievre, who otherwise would probably never step into the press gallery, right?
Yeah, so they reached out because that's sort of been a thing for the past, for his whole time in politics, basically. He never goes to that press gallery dinner. He said to me, like, that one of the first things he said to me when I met him, he was like, all right, this is gonna be fun. I never go to those things. I'd rather pull my own toenails off than attend one of those things. So this is one of the first things he said to me. So he really, he really believes it. But he thought it would be funny, and so did the Conservative Party, that maybe I come out as him and give a speech as him at the parliamentary dinner, and everybody will be expecting that Pierre's not there. And it'll be funny that I give a speech and then all of a sudden Pierre will come out and that'll get a big reaction because he wasn't supposed to be there. And we were like, yeah, I mean, that's great, because we've been trying to get him to play with us on the show since I've been on the show. They never really have interest in doing that. And this was kind of one of those things. It was like, okay, well, we can scratch each other's backs for a second here. And like, they let me do a roast of him. They didn't have any notes. I sent the speech in. They were like, yeah, do whatever you want. Say whatever you want. They just wanted to make sure that we weren't going to say the same jokes. So
that's great. Wow.
Just took out a couple of my jokes that were mostly just at the Green Party's expense, because everyone's going to make those jokes. So they're like, we'll let Pierre make those ones. And I made my own. But yeah, it was fun. Yeah, just sitting with him, making small talk while we hid out for the whole dinner, because we had to wait until the speeches happened. So it was like 2 hours sitting with Pierre.
Yeah, because you haven't held back in the past sketches. I mean, those ones where the party is gathering and it's New Year's Eve and it's just a sad, lonely room. The one that he's in.
All the people crossing over. Yeah, they all went to Mark Carney's party. Yeah.
Yes. Did Poilievre say, "Hey, listen, lay off the this or that," or did he? Was there anything he singled out?
No, he doesn't really. I would imagine his whole all his colleagues when I was there said like, wow, it's a really good impression. Like some of those sketches can get a little too accurate. It's like, were you there? And I was like, so they said that kind of stuff to me. Yeah, or you get a snide remark like from one of them, like, could I get a photo with my boss, my favorite version of my boss, like stuff like that. Like, oh, this is interesting. This is sort of telling. Well, but he never said anything about the impression. I don't know if he really likes stuff.
We'll be right back with Chris and Stacey in just a moment. It's time once again to check in with Emily Gagne. Emily, what's new this month on Hollywood Suite?
Well, you're in luck, Bill. It is our free preview month.
What? Say that again?
Yes, free. We are available for free with most Canadian TV providers this month.
That is a pretty good deal. You can't beat free. What can people look forward to seeing this month?
Well, if you're into some, fun classic films, we've got the Back to the Future trilogy, we've got the Shawshank Redemption, but we also have some great women-directed and women-written films like Silkwood, which is one of my favorite films, written by Nora Ephron, starring Meryl Streep and Cher.
Cher, yeah, no kidding. Well, it's Oscar month. Any Oscar-worthy films coming on Hollywood Suite?
Absolutely. We've got quite a few award season classics in our lineup, including Steven Soderbergh's Traffic, A Beautiful Mind, and even recent Best Picture winner, Parasite.
Okay, there it is on Hollywood Suite this month for free. Thank you once again, Emily.
Thanks, Bill.
And we're back with Chris Wilson and Stacey McGunnigle. For both of you, when you're doing impressions of famous people who are in front of us daily, you don't always have to be exact, do you? Like it's almost, I've seen Bill Hader sort of just do a 3-word impression of people just sitting in a Tonight Show chair, like that is just as funny as if you were all made up, right?
Well, I find like,
oh yeah,
well, I'm sure Stacey and I talk about the same way. It's just like when I was trying to do Trudeau and be like as note perfect and do the impression as close as I can, it's way less fun and it's probably in turn less accurate. Whereas as soon as I threw the impression away and I was just like, I'll embody just a guy who will like plank in the middle of a conversation, or like the kind of guy that would say huzzah, or just embody that kind of energy is way more fun than trying to be note perfect on an impression. Yeah. And people like it more.
Yeah. Yeah, because I feel like they're like, I think it's like how that person makes you feel is, I think, the most important thing. That's like where the comedy lives, right? So it's like what it evokes from watching them is how I really like to play them. Because it feels so satisfying as a person, to be like, that's who you are. That's the kind of person you are.
And it's cathartic for the audience, I think, too, like just on that same level.
Oh, my God.
Now let's talk about some of the favorite sketches, my favorite sketches on the show, the ones you do together. And I understand you guys, you write them as well. You get together and huddle on a lot of these, right?
We do. Chris and I worked together at the Second City many moons ago. We did 2 shows together. I think it was like 2 years, wasn't it, Chris? At least 2 years.
Yeah, well, we did 2 shows over probably 3 years, 2018 to.
Yeah, so we started. When we met, we started writing and just immediately like really connected. And then so for us to both be at 22 together and getting to continue that, and you kind of hit the ground running together as a duo, because it's like he knows strengths and weaknesses. I do too. Like we like to play around, and it's kind of nice to have that sort of shorthand and so it's been really, really, really great. Certainly don't take it for granted. It's so nice to have like a comedic partner in that way.
Yeah, the chemistry is so important. And, we talked a bit about this yesterday about Catherine O'Hara and the example she provided and the sad events of the last months or so. Obviously, she was someone who would have been an influence for you and for both of you, right?
Oh my gosh. I mean, like, as I was saying yesterday, like I feel like there's so many women in comedy. Like for me and myself, she was one of the greats. Like she was an inspiration. And like, especially at Second City, you see her pictures everywhere. You see her with, Andrea Martin, like, oh my God, what a dream. I stole sort of a still of them from the theater when it was getting taken down. By stole, I mean, I asked and demanded. So that's in my office that I treasure deeply, but she was incredible. And she was so, she was a revolutionary because she took up space. She like kept evolving herself. Her characters were never the same. She was shifting and moving, and she like held her own with all the men, and in fact had them running after her. So it's like to watch that, to watch a woman like that who continued to reinvent herself, women in the industry, we feel like we hit 40 and we go invisible. Not her.
No. Right into her 70s, you're right. She and to think that they all emerged, Gilda Radner and Andrea Martin and Catherine O'Hara, like Robin Duke, like they were all in the same car at the same time, right?
Yes.
Incredible.
It's incredible. And they're so giving and supportive, like incredible. So, so it's truly so sad.
Yes, I know. And, it's life, I guess. But God bless Catherine O'Hara. She was one of a kind. Now, just about your favorite sketch, my favorite sketches, and we talked a bit already about Trudeau and Katy Perry and that sketch. And I went and watched it, and my God, hilarious. The whole stuff about the jeans. I hope Justin Trudeau sent you a pair of his jeans after this, Chris.
Well, we saw that, like the for those who haven't seen it, it was just like those sketch about like just Justin wearing jeans on Katy Perry's yacht, and we just sort of saw that, and we were just like, that's so strange to wear jeans on a yacht.
Shirtless too.
Because there is a more recent photo where he's back on the boat and he's in a bathing suit. So I think you heard it. But
if he wants to send us a pair of jeans, I'm happy to work with a frame worker to get those shadow boxed in my home. I'm happy to have those.
They should. Somebody should.
They're gorgeous jeans.
Well,
he's a gorgeous guy.
It worth something on eBay at least.
At the very least.
And Chris, the ones that really tickled me are all the shots at Galen Weston. Have I got the right Weston?
Galen Weston Jr. Yeah.
Yeah, those President's Choice ads, just at a time when people are getting like hammered at grocery stores for prices. You guys really nailed it. Those things really, I think, smack home or home runs for viewers.
Oh yeah,
really,
I mean, some of the most viral sketches we've done. I think maybe the most viral sketch was a grocery store sketch.
Yeah.
That was basically people just resonate with. We all get it. They're high grocery prices. I think the sketch was. Stacey going through the checkout with a bunch of groceries.
Yes.
Reacting like it was like an emergency room, like she's giving birth in a way. And like, okay, ma'am, hold tight. We're about to scan the grapes. Like, I think that one was stolen quite a few times and reposted. And
the internet really stole that one. Yeah. But
many lip syncs to that one. I've seen many people make little cartoons to that one.
Really?
But
people just rip it. Yeah.
But it feels very like Second City to us, like that sketch when we wrote it. Like, it's so physical, it's so silly. Yeah. Like it's just me screaming. We didn't need mics that day, I will tell you that. But yes. That was a fun one.
Very funny, you at the counter there, and you know, a lot of people watching that could relate to the horror of not being able to look at the cash register.
Still.
Yeah. And it must be flattering then. You know, I wondered about that when people take your idea and then they can edit and spin it into their own little joke. You know, they could either get sued or you could see this as flattering, I guess, right?
Yeah, you can only really just see it as flattering. It's be hard to chase everybody down.
Yeah.
And say, hey, that's ours.
Yeah.
No, it's again, like, just to see the other life this show has online, like seeing, like, you know, obviously it's not just Canadian people watching it, you know, so like the comments, the shares, the interactions have just been awesome. I mean, it's been really great.
Do you ever get
standing up for us in the comments being like, hey, this is from 22 minutes, and that kid, you know, it's all keeps it in the conversation.
It's nice. Yeah. There's some flag waving, but do you ever get pushback from MAGA people in the States who are watching you do Bondi or, you know, like take offense at some of the stuff?
Well, you know, I really thought that would probably happen, but it hasn't really at all. I mean, like the Karoline Leavitt stuff, the two sketches have been really positive. Chris, you know, I'm the same. Yeah. Pam Bondi hasn't gone online yet, so we'll see. But I feel like people are just upset, and people don't like to be lied to, and people don't like to be told something is, you know, something is something when it's something else, you know? So I feel like people are resonating at the very least with these like terrible leaders, you know, these inept workers lying to them. So the comments have just been like, hey, where's the joke? Like, hey, is this parody? Like, is this real footage? So, which is just the best because, you know, you feel like people are feeling seen in the stuff you're doing.
Well, it was hard to tell last night on the show that aired Tuesday. We're talking on the Wednesday after, and it was you guys, it was Pam Bondi at the hearing, and she was coming under attack, and people were trying to get any answer to any question, and she was just talking about the stock market. But the set looked like you were in the hearing. Like it was a very elaborate and pretty impressive, right?
Oh, yeah.
That's a shout out. Yeah, they did. Like, shout out to our crew. Like, I mean, they are so incredibly talented and given no time. So today we're doing our read through, and sketches are being selected today, and things will start getting built at like 4:00 today. So shout out to them. They made a boat into a yacht in the middle of the ocean. Hats off to them. They're incredible.
It is impressive. The other sketch I laughed at last night again was all you guys are being called back to work by your boss, by Trent, and you basically took your socks and shoes off. The high fives at the desk. How do you write something like that? Do you have to literally just take your socks and shoes off and do it, or you know, how does that evolve?
Well, one of the guy that does warm up, Peter Anthony. He's a great stand-up comedian. He wrote that one, but we gave him a really hard time about that.
Oh yeah,
Peter, that's a sketch all about feet there, bud. You got,
yeah, we didn't know you were into that, Peter, but it's good to know.
A little Tarantino-esque here.
Wow.
Yes, but he wrote that, and the socks came off. So for free, no less, for free.
Very, very funny.
Yeah.
And one other sketch I want to single out: the Chrystia Freeland job interview with Zelensky. Very, very, very funny. And it looked like, again, that Second City training, the chemistry, it really works in an instance like that, right?
It's so great to do sketches. Like Chris always says, and I think it's so true, that like putting your impressions in a scene, like scenically working together, it's so great to see them live, like how they would operate. So that Zelensky Christian one was so fun. Like the pace was so fun. And Chris's Zelensky is so great. And he was adamant about really planking on the table. So he went really method with that.
Yeah. But I like sketches that are like, we try and look for angles like that where you're just like, you can have two fun characters in it. Everybody's being funny. Like Stacey gets to say jokes. I get to say jokes, because so often a sketch can be like one character being weird or acting like how somebody wouldn't, and then the other person being like, what are you doing? Get down off that table. But so it's nice when you can have just two characters and we're both being funny, and we're both playing characters, so it's nice to like be able to bounce like that.
Yeah, it really, really worked. I don't know if either of you saw Chrystia Freeland on Bill Maher recently.
I did.
Yeah. What was that telling? Did it inform your impression, or?
I mean, she's just trying her best. She's just trying to be an advocate. Yeah. And you just go, what are you doing on Bill Maher, Chrystia? What are we doing? We don't need to talk to him. We don't. She's, everyone thinks I'm always saying goodbye with Chrystia, but I was like, she'll be back. Our girl's always going to be back.
That's true.
We're not done with her yet.
No.
There'll be more Trudeau. So. There's always another Trudeau.
Yeah, they're always doing something.
We did like, I feel like, last January, I was like, he resigned, and then so we write this one, and it felt like, I was like, oh my gosh, this might be the last Trudeau. And it felt that way, and like, I felt it in my heart. I got even choked up a little bit performing it. I was like, oh, this is like saying goodbye to a friend in a way, like a character's leaving. And I played him like 8 or 9 times since.
Don't throw those genes away. It's not.
No, he can't. We all get excited when he's back as Trudeau. We're like, he's back. He's back. Our guy's back. So it's really nice.
We'll be right back with Chris and Stacey after this message.
Now streaming. What? One house, 10 wild Canadians. This is Canada Shore.
We've come from all over Canada to the country's #1 party spot. It's going to be next level. Better get ready.
I love to start a fire.
So ready to show it all, baby.
There goes the neighborhood.
Is someone here?
The boss is here.
Canada Shore, now streaming on Paramount Plus.
And hey, we're back. Wanted to talk just a bit about Saturday Night Live, the 50th anniversary last year. What a tremendous, all those specials. It was quite an extravaganza. You guys are doing essentially the same thing on less money, let's say. But do you feel like in some ways you have more of a free hand to mock America? I mean, you're not threatened with the FCC shutting you down if you do something funny about a leader there, right?
Yeah, that's really nice. And I feel like we have a little distance and a little perspective to go for it and to speak about it and to satirize it. So that's been, really nice. Not to say there's not a lot to satirize here in Canada, but it does feel nice to go for it.
Yeah, it works for sure. And we, again, you mentioned yesterday, and I asked about if either of you had ever done an audition for Saturday Night Live.
Yes.
And Stacey, you had that in-person experience, and both of you did. But tell us about that.
Yes. Well, I mean, it was a crazy little time. People came to Second City. They were looking to cast, which never really happens. That's not something that we're used to happening in our live theaters. And showed up and was like, we need you in New York in 2 days. So me and my cast member Jason Duras at the time, went over, auditioned. I mean, what a crazy story to tell. Obviously, she didn't get it, but no, it was so crazy. Like, you know, you're on the stage. You know, Lorne Michaels is off to the corner in like the most expensive white t-shirt or white like collared shirt you'd ever see. It was like glistening under dark light, you know. And I was like, please laugh at me, white shirt. Seth Meyers was there, so sweet, so kind, so cool.
Wow.
Yeah, it's just like a moment. I'm like, damn, you really did it. Like that was so cool. You know,
Seth Meyers was there, so this would have been a little while ago, right?
Well, I don't know if he was. I can't remember him being on the show.
Oh, okay.
He might have still
He's
been
on it a while. I think.
Yeah,
he'd have been head writer at that time.
He might have been. Yeah, but he was really cool. I mean. Very cool.
I've talked to him once or twice. Very nice. He seemed really kind of a
sweet.
Yeah, but you know, the story you always hear is that that's a shredder. That show, that job. Like I've actually went years ago and talked to Norm Macdonald in his office there, and I think Mark McKinney way back. And they both look like they've been run over by cars. Like it was, you know, like it would take years off your life. You hear do you feel what the job you do is in the same kind of we got 1 week, let's go marathon, but hard as it is, do you think maybe it's a little easier than the grind that is Saturday Night Live?
The grind's pretty similar because we do our live. We don't do it live on Saturday, but we do a live show on Monday, and then we write on Tuesday. Today's our table read. We'll shoot Thursday, Friday, then we get the weekend. Then we do the live show Monday, and we're right back at it on Tuesday. Yeah. So
I've thought about that. Because like I love SNL stuff. I've read every book there is. I always wanted to be on it. I listen to every interview that anybody does on it. And I've thought about like this show compared to that show. And it seems like like I heard Beck Bennett say like, yeah, I could just, if I felt like I was heavy in one show, I'll just not write in the next show. And I was like, I don't think we could, there's only 5 of us.
Yeah.
I think we get in trouble for not writing. Like we have to keep going and keep churning. And then that's the other thing. There is only 5 of us.
Yeah.
So
no kidding.
There isn't really a whole lot of like light weeks. We're all, I mean, I won't speak for everybody, but I feel like we're represented. Everybody's it's trying to be equal in, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Amount of people on the show at the same time. Yeah.
Well, for example, I mean, there's a Canadian on Saturday Night Live now, first time in 25 years that there's been a
Veronica
cast member, Veronica. And, you know, pretty hard for her to fight her way onto the show because there's 18 other people who are very established, you know?
Yeah.
So, I mean, she's finding her way. I mean, like, she's doing so great. Like, she's such a force and a talent and, like, has really built an incredible audience even before SNL.
Yeah, she's one of those people that she's already got a big following, and it'll just be a matter of time before the SNL crowd is just like, yep, we're in.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm already there. I'm already there.
There you go. One to watch for sure. Quickly then, both of you have obviously been involved besides Second City in things like Just for Laughs, right? In different ways. That's a forum that sort of went up and down there in the last decade, but seems to be back. Are you guys planning to return? Is that a venue that you look forward to with the live crowds of Montreal?
I demand it. I demand JFL right here and there. I would like to come. I would need to be in Montreal. I will put my best foot forward.
Give us a gala. Yeah. Pretty huge.
Yes. Give us a gala, JFL. But no, it's so great to see. I mean, I think we were saying this yesterday, but, you know, COVID really took away so many good festivals and theaters. And, you know, I feel like the city is, Toronto included and Halifax, everyone's like rebuilding. And I think last summer we were both at JFL just to be there and to see like incredible shows, to be inspired by the comedians, like to see a festival being like live performance is important. I mean, it was really great to see it back up and running, you know, in that way.
It felt like, because we've done the festival in the past, it felt very, very similar to how it was. You're in the same hotels, you're going to the same parties. It's sort of the same venues. Like the Montreal feels like it has a muscle memory for that festival, and it was only off for like a year, so it felt like it was fully back.
It is the perfect city for it. I just think it comes alive. It's such a vibrant place and fun, and people on the street there. So I'm glad to hear it's making a great comeback. And we'll wrap this up. But Chris, I watched you on America's Got Talent since we've spoken. Honest to God, that might be the funniest thing I've seen in years. It was so stupid.
It's so dumb.
Incredible. And for people who don't know this, so maybe you should explain it, Chris, that you were actually on as a magician on America's Got Talent, right?
Yeah. So back when Stacey and I were doing Second City, our first year there, I did a bit where I was a magician, and I did that for like a year, where I'm a magician, but every magic trick is just a long walk to giving the middle finger. And like, I do like 9 or 10 tricks. And like, when you think, you're like, oh, maybe this one will be a real one.
Honestly, I was just losing it. I was laughing so hard. My wife, Sandra, came downstairs and said, what's going on? The bird, you do this thing with a balloon, you pull it away and there's a middle finger, but there's a cartoon bird in front of it. But then you bring Howie Mandel up on stage and draw him into it. Did he figure you out? Did he, once he got up there and got close, did he know who you were? I
mean, no. I don't think he knew. And if he did, he certainly didn't say anything. But like, so the producers like invited me out to do that, because I submitted that, and they were like, we can't put that on NBC, like your middle finger. And then it went silent for a couple of weeks because they just rejected it. And then I guess they were like, it's really funny. We found a way to make sure we can get it on NBC at 8:00. And it's like, putting that little cartoon bird over my hand. He's like a little like a patriotic eagle, I think, or something.
Yes.
Wearing
Oh, it's too funny.
But the judges aren't in on it at all. And they told me, the producers were like, just never say you're a comedian. You're a magician. And then you're doing interviews all day with other contestants and stuff, and you interview each other. And they were like, and again, like, lie to those people too. So I was like just lying for like 12 hours that day about being a magician.
And watching it back, when we watched it back and saw Chris Wilson magician, I couldn't believe it. I was like, it was hysterical to watch. I'm Chris Wilson. I'm a magician. I do jokes in church basements. I was like, this is obscene.
Oh yeah, they came up.
Sorry, I just with that. Yeah, one of the funniest parts, Chris, Sofia Vergara is saying, "Oh, how old are you?" And well, you must have another job. What else do you do? And you said, "Well, I'm also a valet." Oh, my valet.
God. I wasn't lying. They were like, tell your truth, but just replace the word comedian with magician. So like, I was a valet. I valeted for like 10 years in Toronto.
Did you really?
That's so.
Yeah, I valeted. I was one of my it was a great job. Like, you get good tips to the hours. You can work whenever you want because the hotel's 24 hours. So it's like, there's lots of shifts. I worked at Trump Hotel in Toronto.
Did you ever jump in a cool car and then just take it for a spin, get on the for a while?
Tons. Yeah, it was the unwritten thing. Like, you get into a Lamborghini and you're just like, I have to find parking on the other side of the building, guys. And they're like, yep, we know.
In Hamilton.
Yeah, exactly.
Or another city.
Driving around the corner.
Wow, that's funny. All right. Well, listen, guys, you've been very generous with your time twice now. Thank you. Good luck with the show that's coming up this coming Tuesday, which is the 700th episode.
Can you believe?
Hour. Has 22 minutes. Is there going to be a viewing party? Is there something special going on for this one?
Well, I've heard there might be a little shenanigan after the live show. So if I find a glass of bubbles, I won't be upset. I'll tell you that.
We do have another week off after this episode. So
so everyone, you have ample time to come watch.
All right. Well, there you have it, producers. Mr. Donovan, I believe, is he still the guy? Okay. Well, listen,
heads
up. You better have a party, and all of Canada will be watching Tuesday this coming for the 700th episode. Thank you both very much, Stacey.
Oh, thank you.
Fun talking to you twice.
Absolutely.
I can't wait for the third.
All right, me too. We'll talk soon for the 800th. Okay.
Yes, bye.
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 Well, my thanks again to Chris Wilson and Stacey McGunnigle. Lots of fun talking to you guys. Congrats on your 700th episode. And absolutely, people, watch this. It's on Tuesday on CBC and on CBC Gem. And thanks to the folks at PRPR for sending all the cool hickory sticks. Now, that's the way to a critic's heart, the, exploding heart. Also, I want to thank, of course, as always, Phil Hong, who edits, produces these episodes. I'm going to have to save some of these snacks for him. Kudos, as always, to BJ Del Conte, Paul Boudra, and Stephen Dudley for the music heard on these podcasts. And finally, thanks to you, listener. If you like what you heard, please spread the word. I'm Bill Brio. Thanks for watching.